This is April 12, 2011. This is my formal complaint with the Department of Corrections concerning the treatment of the inmates in the Baltimore County Detention Center. This is Letters of a Nation, page 209, Letters from a Birmingham Jail. Alright, this is Martin Luther King's Letters from a Birmingham Jail, and what I did is I made a documentary and a diary. I wrote a book and a movie about corruption in the courts. Y'all did a 300 men march. Well, I've been doing this a long time. Right here is from 2009. It says block party gets bigger every year. Davis, who owns his own barbecue business, said he and the other companies, a car wash, a shoe store, a bail's bondsman's, offered to provide food and entertainment. Look around, Davis said. We dying out here. What's your options? We need to pull together and be a community. I'm trying to be that person. Block parties, which gained popularity in the inner cities and neighborhoods across the country during the 70s, are a summertime institution in Baltimore. That's Donna Edwards, Lieutenant Governor Brown, Mikulski, Rufusberger, Branch, and Cummings, because I invited them to that block party. And I've been doing this video vigilante thing for a long time. But like I said, a long time. That's the Baltimore Brew and the story that they did with Fern Shin when I left that toilet on North Avenue. I just got off the phone with Doug Gansler's office, and Doug Gansler's office don't want to give me the evidence. This is my formal complaint against Scott Shellenberger, because like I said, we're going to make it hot in here. We're going to make it real hot. I got to show it the Creative Alliance. Scott Shellenberger on February the 7th, 2011, by his order, had me arrested by the Baltimore County Police Department for allegedly placing a bomb at the location of the Baltimore County Courthouse in Towson, Maryland. I was held without bail and transferred to a medical facility for psychiatric testing and evaluation. During that time, the Maryland State's Attorney in Baltimore County authorized the filing of an unlawful search warrant with the court in an effort to conspire with the state officials who are unknown to myself for potentially damaging information. I, Mr. Davis, possessed that the state of Maryland desired to keep from public during the 2010 elections, in a movie about State's Attorney Scott Shellenberger. Mr. Shellenberger took my, Mr. Davis, property in retaliation to the aforementioned warrant. I, Mr. Davis, was found not guilty of all charges by a jury of 12, and I, Dwayne G. Davis, requested Mr. Shellenberger begin the process of returning my, Mr. Davis's property. I, Mr. Davis, have not been afforded the opportunity to retrieve my property from Mr. Shellenberger, despite a court order from Judge Turnbull. Mr. Shellenberger remains defiant in complying with the Honorable Judge's order, directing Mr. Shellenberger to return it in its entirety. Also, Mr. Shellenberger intends to unlawfully deprive Mr. Davis with the return of his property. I, Mr. Davis, allege that this is an amounts to theft and fraud, of which are criminal offenses in the state of Maryland. I can furnish the court with video evidence concerning all claims made by this complaint. I have certified mail receipts, videotapes, and evidence in the office of Doug Gansler, 200 South St. Paul's Place, Baltimore, Maryland. Phone number 410-536-6300. You can go to www.user/shortiesvoice.com and see everything via the internet. Facebook, MySpace, and Twitter. Accounts since 11/29/2006. Like I said, I'm turning in dirty cops, judges, and lawyers. I'm blowing the whistle on y'all, and we're going to hold you accountable. You're going to be looking just like the Zimmerman lawyer. We're going to treat you just like Nifong. It's just not going to be just us. You talking about prisoners' rights and inmates in the prison population? Well, this thing I've been doing since 1986. I don't need no stars behind me to make this happen. Y'all got him running for office. I done told him everything I done told him. Alright, gave him evidence. Frank Marlboro, everything. So we're going to put truth, justice, and the American way on display. We're going to see how patriotic y'all going to be. Because like I said, I got to show it the big alliance. I got to show it the creative alliance. And these toilets is all about the government. I got a Republican toilet, a Democratic toilet, a judicial toilet, a legislative toilet, executive toilets. I got toilets for days. And the Baltimore Brew did a story about it, so bring it all out. We dying out here, and don't nobody care. So Lieutenant Governor Brown, get all the information. Everybody, here goes your names and your numbers, and we're going to show you that I'm stronger than 300 men. I'm going to have more than 300 men marching. We're going to have a lot of people paying attention. This is court ordered, and I got everything that I need in Senator Grassley's office. We're going to subpoena all of y'all to give up this information. And I'm going to be calling y'all.